Hello everyone, my name is Arohi and welcome to my channel. So guys, in my today's video I'll show you how you can use this Qwen 2.5 1 million model on your local machines. So I'll show you two different ways. First we will see how we can download this Qwen 2.5 model using Hugging Face, and then I'll show you how you can use this Qwen 2.5 model using LangGraph and Ollama. So let's get started. First, I'm showing you how to use it with Hugging Face. So for that, let's open this link here. See, this is the model which we are going to download today. We are going to download this 7 billion parameter model. So Qwen 2.5 have two different variant. One is 7 billion parameter model and the other one is 14 billion parameter model. So in my today's tutorial, I'll show you how to work with this 7 billion parameter model. First, let's see what are the requirements to run this model, what are the resources you needed, what different modules you need to install to run this model. So scroll down and here only over here under this requirement sections, you'll see that transformer version should be greater than this. So whenever you want to run the LLMs through Hugging Face, then you need a library, a module named transformers. How you will install it? You will write pip install transformers in your command prompt and this module will be installed. But guys, you have to make sure that your transformer version should be greater than this version. Okay, otherwise you will get this error. So let's say you are running this code and you're getting some error like this. That means the transformer version which you have installed is the older version and this version does not support the Qwen 2.5 model. This is the first thing which you need to take care. Which module we are going to install? Transformer module. And how you install it? You just write pip install transformers and this module will be installed. And now scroll down. Let's see the next requirement. So guys, while installing transformers, make sure you have CUDA 12.1 or CUDA 12.3. This Qwen 2.5 model you can run on CPU also, but the speed will be slow. And if you have a PC or laptop which have NVIDIA's GPU, then make sure you have CUDA 12.1 or 12.3 installed. How you will check whether this CUDA is installed or not? So for that you will go to this C drive, and in C drive go to program files and then go to NVIDIA GPU computing toolkit. You'll see this CUDA folder, open it, and here you can see the versions of CUDA which you have installed. In my case, you can see various different versions of CUDA. In your case, if you have single CUDA version installed in your PC, then you will see only single folder and the name of the folder means the version of that CUDA. So this V12.5 means CUDA 12.5. This V11.6 means CUDA 11.6. So for our today's tutorial, we need CUDA 12.1 or 12.3. So in my PC, both the CUDA versions are installed. You need only one of them, okay? And let's say you don't have any of these CUDA versions installed, then you have to download and install the CUDA first. You can follow this tutorial. In this tutorial, I have explained step by step how you can download CUDA on your PCs. All right. So this is the another requirement. After that, you have to see one more thing. Your Python version should be greater than 3.9 and smaller than 3.12. Okay, so just make sure your Python version lies between these two versions, and if you don't have the version of Python between these versions, then you have to install the Python first, and then on that Python install pip install transformers to use the Hugging Face models. So these are the requirement, guys. And another important thing is this. Now let's understand what is this. VRAM requirement. VRAM means the memory of your GPU. So we know that Qwen 2.5 model can process 1 million words or tokens at a time. Means you can give 1 million words to the model, and on that model can process those words and can generate the output as per our question. If you give 1 million words at one time to your Qwen 2.5 7 billion model, then you need 120 GB of VRAM, means your GPU should have this much of VRAM. Okay. And if you want to use Qwen 2.5 14 billion model and you want to give 1 million word at a time to test to see how that model is performing, then you need this much of VRAM, 320 GB of VRAM. So that we can't do because our PCs don't have that kind of VRAM, right? So we can still test this model, we can still use this model, but we will test it on shorter tasks. See, they have written over here that you can use Qwen 2.5 on your local machine with your normal GPUs, which have 12, 16 or 24 GB VRAM. You can use on those machines this Qwen 2.5, but you cannot ask questions which have 1 million words in it, because if the user's question have 1 million word in it, then those 1 million word will go to the GPU. Then GPU will need that memory to store those 1 million words, right? And then LLM will process that 1 million words, and then it will generate the output. So for that LLM processing and generating process, for that also VRAM is needed. So application will crash, your model will not show you the output, your application will crash. So you can test this Qwen 2.5 model, but for shorter task. I'll show you in some time what kind of shorter task I'm talking. Okay, so these are the requirement, guys. Now let's see how to use this model. So for that, click on this new and Python 3. This is the blank Jupyter notebook. Here I'm going to write the code. First, let me show you the versions I'm using. So the transformer version is 4.48.1. So which version they have told us to install? They told us to have the transformer version greater than this, so my version is greater than that. Now let's see the Torch version, and if Torch is compiled with CUDA. Yes, the Torch version is this, and it is compiled with CUDA 12.1. So in this over here they have mentioned the CUDA version should be 12.1 or 3. So what I'm using CUDA 12.1. Now let's see which GPU is getting used. So the GPU I'm using is NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3090, and it has 24 GB of VRAM. Now let's download the model from Hugging Face. So this is how you can download the model from Hugging Face. I'm importing this and this from Transformer. This is the model we want to download. Which model? This model. Okay. So we just copied it from here and we pasted it here. And this is how you download the model. This device name auto simply means if your machine have GPU, then use GPU for the process, otherwise use CPU. So guys, you can run this Qwen 2.5 model on CPU also, but the speed will be slow. There is no need of any extra step. You will write this code, and if your transformer module is compiled with CUDA, means if it is using CUDA, then here GPU will be used, otherwise it will automatically pick CPU for the process. And run now. So when you hit enter, the downloading process will start. This model will start getting downloaded from the Hugging Face hub. So in my case, guys, I have already performed this step, so it is simply loading the checkpoints. But in your case, if you are running it for first time, it will download all the models. And let me show you, I have saved a video when I executed this command for the first time. At that time I've saved a video. Let me show you what kind of process you will see. See, this is the process. This kind of download will start, and just let me go here. See, this is how it will get download. And if you'll see here, guys, once the download is finished, these kind of files. And guys, here see, once you execute this cell, this is what you'll see. And here you'll note that this file is 3.95 GB, this is 3.86 GB, 3.86 GB, 3.56 GB. Roughly you'll need around 15-16 GB of disk space to save this model, right? So this is a LLM model, and it is a 7 billion parameter model. So this model will take some space on your PC, right? So you need at least 15-16 GB of space in your PC, and this is how it will get downloaded. After that, next time when you'll execute this cell, so it will directly load the model like this, because now after performing this cell, this model is saved on your local machine. So this is how you download the Qwen 2.5 model. Now let's see the next step. The next step is this tokenizer. So guys, why we are using this tokenizer? So in LLM, what is the task of tokenizers? See, tokenizer simply split the sentences into words and then it convert the words into numbers, because that is how our LLM model accept, understand the language, right? It does not understand string, it understand everything in numbers. So with the help of tokenizers, we'll perform splitting the sentences into words and then converting those sentence words into some sort of IDs. So that is what this tokenizer will do. Now this is the prompt. So this is, let's say this is the prompt we want to give to our model. This is the question we want to ask to our Qwen 2.5 model. Now let's define a template. Template simply means we are telling our model how to perform the task, right? Role, system, content. You are a Qwen created by Alibaba Cloud. You are a helpful assistant, and then role, user. The user's question, which is in the prompt, will be here. Now see here, this part. So what we are doing, I have created one variable with the name of text, tokenizer dot apply chat template. So this template which we have created over here, this template we are providing over here, and then we are applying chat template on it. Then we have the template. With this template will be the input to the model. See, model input. This text, on this text we are applying tokenizer. Tokenizer will take the user data, user question, and it will split the sentence into words and then into numbers. That kind of data our model understands. So that's why we are running tokenizer on the user's input, and then model input is ready. Now that model input will go to the model and model will generate the output on it. So in this variable model, which model? Which model? This model, Qwen 2.5 model. Dot generate will generate the answer. On what data we want to generate the answer? What is the question? The question is lying in model underscore input, where we have applied the tokenizer on the text, and this text have the messages. This messages have the question of the user, which is in the prompt. And what is there in the prompt? This is the question of the user in the prompt. Okay, so that model.generate, we have provided the user questions to it, and then max new tokens means 512. These many new words our model can generate as output. Then here in response, once model will generate the output, that generated output will be in the form of numbers only, right? But we want to read it as string, read it as the English language. So for that we are using batch decode generated IDs, the output which model generated. On that we are using this tokenizer.batch decode. This will decode those numbers into the human readable form, and we can see the response. Now let's run it and see. See, this is the response. A large language model is an advanced type of AI. You can read the entire text. So this is the answer. We have seen how to download the model, and then how to prepare the input to give to the model, and then once model perform the task, then how to decode the output. Now let's use it as a chatbot. So for that, I'm just using a loop. We are getting the user input like this. Okay, user will see an input box. User will type the answer in it. It is getting stored in user input. This user input will become the input to the model. Okay, but if user typed exit or quit, the chatbot will stop the process over there only. Messages, remember this part I have already told you. This user input is in the content. Then we are applying this apply chat template on it, because we want to convert the format of this template into the format of the template which model accept. Then we are applying a tokenizer on it. The text which user will give us, we are applying tokenizer on it. Then model is generating the output. Then we are decoding the output of the model, and then we are showing the response. Let's run it. See, we got this input box. Now let's say hi to the model first. So model replied, how can I assist you? Now we can ask different questions to it. So I'm asking this question to it. translate this English sentence into Spanish. Technology is shaping the future. So see, this is the reply from our model. It converted this sentence, translated this sentence into Spanish. Now we can ask another question. Let's say we are write a poem on spring season. So it prepared a poem on spring season. So guys, like this you can ask various different questions, and you can see that our prompts are short over here. We are not using prompt as we are not giving 1 million words in the prompt. Or okay, let's do one thing. Let's copy this content from here, this content. Okay, from this article I am copying all this content, this much. Okay, I've copied this content. Now here I will write summarize this content, and I'll paste all that content from here. So this is the content. As a user, I gave this input to the model. So these are so many words, right? But these are not 1 million words. So when in the starting of the class, I told you that your prompts should not have 1 million words, because then model will not able to handle that task. So here, see, this is a decent prompt. We can on a local machine, and I'm using 24 GB of VRAM, and I asked this question to it, and then let's see what model gave us. So this is the, see, this is the summary of it. See, this is the summary of it. The content which I gave to the model is this much content, and see, this is the summary which our model gave us. So this model, this is how you can use this Qwen 2.5 model locally on your machines. And guys, here till now what we have seen how we can download the model from Hugging Face, and then how we can ask different questions to the model. Now I'll show you how to use Ollama to download this Qwen 2.5 model first, and then how to use that model in LangGraph to build a chatbot. So let's start. So guys, first step is to see if you have downloaded Ollama already. So if you are using Ollama for the first time, so you need to download the Ollama. Click on this download. Select the operating system. Let's say you are using a Windows machine, click on it, and then click on download for Windows. Then you will see a executable file in your downloads folder. You need to click on it and follow the on-screen instructions to install the Ollama. Once you install the Ollama, you will open command prompt. You will open command prompt and you will type Ollama. You will see this kind of screen. Okay. And once if you are seeing this kind of screen, that means Ollama is successfully installed. After that, we'll go back to this page only here. See, this Qwen 2.5 model, if you'll click on this arrow, you'll see 7 billion and 14 billion over here. 7 billion means this model has 7 billion parameter. There are two variants of this model, one with the 7 billion parameter and one with the 14 billion parameters. And the one which we are using today is 7 billion parameter. And to run this code, to run this model, download this model on Ollama, you will click on this copy from here, and then you will open Ollama here. You will open your command prompt, and here you will paste it and you will hit enter. When you will hit enter, this model will start getting downloaded. So in my case, I have already performed this command. So in my case, I can directly chat with the model. But if you are executing this command for the first time, then it will first download the model, and then you can ask questions to the model. You can chat with the model. So I have that command prompt open also, where I have downloaded this model. See, so this is how your prompt will look when you will download it for the first time. See, Ollama run this, then the model size is 4.7 GB. It will get downloaded, and then you can chat with the model. So this is how it will look for the first time. Now we can chat with it. Let's say hi, and then hello, how may I assist you? Model is replying back. So we have downloaded the Qwen 2.5 model locally on our machine using Ollama. Now the next step is to use LangGraph, and in LangGraph we will use this model. Now guys, to use LangGraph, you first need to install all the required modules. And what all modules are required? So I have those modules over here. So you will open command prompt and you will write pip install LangChain, LangChain core, LangChain Ollama and LangGraph. That's it. Just copy this from here and you'll paste this command on the command prompt and hit enter. All the modules will be installed. That's it guys. This is the only requirement which you need. Now once you have the requirement installed, now let's see the code. Now let's see how to build a chatbot using LangGraph and this Qwen 2.5. So for that I have this blank file, will work in it. So guys, let's understand this code first. First I'm importing these two modules from typing, list and dictionary module from typing. Why we need these modules? Because list and dictionary modules are required when we are going to create state in a LangGraph. State simply means the memory of a chatbot where the messages of user and bot will be stored. And then we are importing these three things: start, end and state graph from langgraph.graph. So I'll tell you in a minute why we are importing them. First let's understand this part. So here I have created a class with the name of state, and here this class is responsible. This class is acting as a memory of the chatbot. What kind of data we are going to have over here? We will have a list of dictionaries, and there will be a separate dictionary for each message. Means each message of user will be stored in a separate dictionary and each message from the bot will be stored in a separate dictionary. You can see in this picture, see the user message is in separate dictionary and the bot message is in separate dictionary. So we will keep on storing all the messages like this in this dictionary, and all these things are getting stored in messages. So this is the memory of the bot. And after that we are initializing the state graph. See, state graph. State graph is a state machine. State machine simply means the machine which will control the entire process of this LangGraph application, and we are providing state to it. Machine that means memory. So we have initialized the state graph. Now in the next line we have written the LLM we want to use. So what we are doing? We are building a chatbot. Chatbot means user will ask a question, LLM will work on it and it will give us the answer, and then we'll show the answer on the screen, right? So LLM which we are using is Qwen 2.5, and we are getting this LLM from Ollama LLM. So we need to import this module also. So you need to import this module like this. So now we have imported, we have defined the LLM also. Next is this chatbot function. This chatbot function will simply get the user question. It will run the LLM on it. See, the user question which will be in the messages will go to the LLM. LLM will generate the response. That response will be stored in this response variable. Then we are appending the state messages. Means these messages we are appending it with the message which bot replied. See this response. What is there in this response? The response which LLM generated. So I've told you this state is a memory. So all the messages from the users and bot will be stored here. So when user asked the question and bot replied, that reply will also be saved in this. So that's what we are doing. So this is how this chatbot function work. Now guys, in LangGraph, whenever we want to perform any task, we need to use nodes, right? So for this chatbot functionality, we need a node. We need to create a node, and then we will use edges. So if you don't know what this node and edges is, please check this tutorial. In this tutorial, I have explained in detail how LangGraph work and what are the basics of LangGraph. So this is how you create a node. GraphBuilder.add_node. For this functionality, we have created a node and the name of that node is chatbot, and this node will perform this functionality. What functionality? This function. Okay. Then add edge. See guys, every time whenever you're using LangGraph, our task will start with the start node and it will end with the end node, and start and end node we can get from the LangGraph only. So first add edge. Edge means connection establish. So we want to establish the connection between two nodes. So start node is getting connected with the chatbot node, right? This start node is getting connected with this node, and then chatbot node is connecting with end node. So this is the flow of our LangGraph application. Then we need to compile it. See guys, if you, after defining the nodes and edges, you need to compile it. So that's why we are doing it. Without compiling, you cannot run this graph. Okay. So now we have compiled it. Next step is to run the application. So to run the application, this is the code. While true, user input, we are taking input from the user, and if user typed quit, exit or queue, chatbot will stop working. And if user typed something else, then we are using this function stream graph update. The input of user is the input to this function. Whatever user is typing over here is the input to this function. Now let's see what this function is. So here is the function. See, whatever user types is the parameter to this function. Whatever user type is getting stored in the memory. Then that memory is the parameter for this graph. What we have in the graph? This flow. Start node and then chatbot node and then the end node. Means whatever user typed, that question will go to the start node and then the chatbot node. Chatbot node have this function where LLM will run on that question. Response will be generated. That response will be shown on the screen to the user. So this is the function. Now let's save it and we have to run this demo.py file. Here you can see it is in this folder. So we have to enter in this folder first in order to run this code. So we are in that folder, see, L2 folder. Now we can run this code. Python demo.py. Here you can ask the question to the bot. Now this is the reply from our Qwen 2.5 model. Here you can ask different question now. Now let's ask this question. Solve this puzzle. A man is looking at a picture of someone. His friend asks, who is it? The man replies, brothers and sister, I have none, but that man's father is the father's son, is my father's son who is in the picture. So this is the reasoning question. We asked this question to the model and this is what our model replied. Okay, so you can read this reply, and now in the same way we can ask different questions to the model. Now let's ask this language translation question. Translate this sentence into Spanish and see, this is what our model did. It translated into Spanish. So you can see this is how you can use Qwen 2.5 model with LangGraph. So guys, I have shown you two different ways to download this Qwen 2.5 model. You can use any way to download and try this model. The link of the code is given in description section. You can try this code. And I hope this video is helpful. And guys, if you like my content, please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.